Hey, what's going on? It's your boy TPindell. Welcome back to another video. This was sent to me on TikTok. I didn't even know it was an area of TikTok. I got over 100 TikTok DMs I never even knew was there. So I guess you in the DMs is the people you follow, but then it's the people you don't follow. Bro, it's hundreds of DMs in there. And I used to react to a lot of videos like this. Let me know if y'all like the shorter form. I know y'all like the longer form also. But if y'all like, if I mix them up, let me know that too, all right? Here we go, the fascination.
I am fascinated by hoes. I'll say it. I'm absolutely fascinated by the way the mind works, the way the hive works. I'm fascinated.
Next
I cover it on
documentary.
my show. You are correct. It is trending. And that's when Emma gets up and does a video and says something like it's chic to be divorced before you're 30. It is absolutely fascinating to see how someone's mind can be so warped. You know, in the same way that I think it's fascinating when anybody does anything crazy or says anything crazy, and I cover it on my podcast. You know, I am not knocking it at all. I just tell people what the facts are. You can choose this lifestyle, and here is where you are 99.9% likely to lead in your life. You are probably not destined for marriage. You're probably not destined for a stable relationship. Men are going to not want this long term. You can say it 1,000 times. You can have 1,000 cultural examples, and women's still got to go out there and be hoes, you know, because they're about their money and about a Cardi B song or whatever it is. So yes, I think it is fascinating, and it is why this is why I talk about it on my podcast, and why I'm very interested to talk to you guys. And I hope you guys feel that I've been respectful in listening to, you know, your lifestyles, even though it's so different from mine. I am fascinated.
The fascination of it is me. I'd be fascinated as hell too. You know what I mean? Like, even if you think about I follow a lot of podcasts, but a lot of the women podcasts I follow be like, because I'm fascinated. I follow a lot of women that like have a promiscuous past or are still in the thick of it, but you know what I mean, don't like to put it out there like that. I follow women that share like the whole stories. You know what I'm saying? Because I follow it because they are unapologetic. And we know it's happening. We know it has happened. But a lot of times, you know, we don't hear the honesty from women. We get lies as men. You know what I mean? Like, fellas, women, y'all have sat around and heard guys talk about stories and this story and woo and all what's going on, but you don't really get that side from women because they be trying to act like it don't never happen. Oh, that's my past. I'm not that person anymore. Woo. But I think it's cool to watch women sit around and talk about how shit went down. How, oh yeah, we hooked up. I remember when such and such was at Live, he brought all the women back to the room, and one of the women tried to make him pay, and he was mad about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody got down with the get down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the wives stayed up on the 12th floor, and we hooked up with the guys on the 6th floor, and then they went back up and went to sleep with their wives. Like, it's like, bro, this is what be happening, bro. Let me hear what y'all was doing prime. Let me hear what y'all was living on your best 20 years, how y'all were living. And I know it's not all women, but I say this all the time. It's a different lifestyle when you live in a bigger city, or even if you live in somewhere like South Florida or in the Miami area. It really hits different. People come take their girls trip, come to Miami, they wilding out. But I've always just been fascinated. But if a guy says something like how she just said, she kept saying fascinated because she ain't really want to insult them and make them feel bad. But if you say this out loud, they're gonna say you're misogynistic. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say, oh, you must hate women. But it really be fascinating. Just the mindset of how some of these joints are moved. And there'll be regular people have a tough, not all the time, but then have a tough time with some bills, can't pay bills, and say, hell, I'm about to get butt naked online. I'm about to sell myself online. You know what I mean? And then they'll be done with that and be like, that's my past. I'm ready to find love, and I'm ready to date with a purpose now. I'm ready to do this. And they don't all do it on this scale, but some be like, I'm only dating men that got money. Oh, they'll follow people that say, oh, where are the rich dudes at? Where do they go? What bar do the rich men go to? You know what I mean? And then 1 to 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, why it ain't work out? Because you never really went into it with good intentions. It was just about being financially stable and somebody to take care of you. You know what I mean? You're not really in love with this person. This person never did it for you. You never got nervous. You never got butterflies. So now you're figuring out why. You know what I'm saying? Why you feel this way. Because even if you take care of somebody, if you got all the money, you take care of somebody for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, they'll become complacent. It'll become the norm. You know what I mean? Then they be like, man, I wonder what it'd be like to have some of this money without his ass. And I kind of miss it. I wonder what's out. Ain't nothing out there. I'm just letting y'all know that down. But it'll be a fascination like that. And then if a man say this, you cooked. You know what I mean? They gonna say some shit to you like, who hurt you? I get that all the time. Be like, who hurt you, Pindell? Guys, I tell you, I've been on every end of the spectrum. I've been the guy that's been cheated on. I've been the guy she's been cheating with. I've been the guy that just watches her do this, move like this. I've seen women I like not give me attention and then have to track down and follow behind another guy and be like, oh, hey, are you busy right now? Can I come see? And beg to come see him when you got somebody right in front of you that like you. But if they don't like you, fellas, they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? I've been with women and they man call. You know what I'm saying? They man call and they got they angles behind their ears. And they had that conversation, get back to it. And that's why I tell young men, that y'all, I never been the guy to say, get your money together, go to the gym, and go have a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? I say get your money together, go to the gym, stay in shape, put God first, and then, you know what I mean? Have it your way. Live your life. You're gonna have the pickings then. You're gonna be able to pick. You're gonna have a better opportunity to pick. You know what I mean? But some of these young guys, all they want is the clout and the money for they could have 304s around them. 304 is another word for hoe. You know what I mean? For they could have a bunch of 304s around them and think that lifestyle is nice. But man, I watched Kevin Durant sit down. He said, man, I don't think I ever get married. I don't think I ever settle down. You just never know. She might want you today, might be gone tomorrow. You never know if it's short. And I read that and I watched him and all I read on him was, I am a superstar. I'm a multi-millionaire, damn near billionaire. And all my life, women have been throwing themselves at me. And most of the time, these women have already been in relationships or they've been married and they just give me their body. So now it's paranoia. It's paranoia. Now you start to think, what make me different? I get this girl and I love her. It's always going to be another guy. Like, it's always going to, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be another guy that's taller than me, have better abs than me, more money than me, funnier than me. It's always gonna be somebody else. So if they fall for that, she might fall for me for that. Well, what happened with the next one? Now you're always paranoid because you live this crazy lifestyle, this promiscuous ass lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So now it's crazy for you like that. And sometimes what they'll say too, oh, who hurt you? I just be trying to tell people what potentially could happen and what I've seen. I've never had a 304 hurt me. You know what I'm saying? I've never been hurt by a 304. I have been hurt by women that try to act regular and try to act innocent, but deep down they're a 304. I ain't never been hurt by the hoes. You know what I'm saying? But somebody pretending that they not one of the 304s or they not one of the hoes, one of them has hurt me. Because I'm like, oh, she not like this, she this. I can boom. And then you found out she is like that? Oh, boy, you in shambles. Your heart is drooped down to your toes. But if you go into it and you already know what that person is, know what they're capable of, and know what they own, that's when it hurt. And that's like, ladies, y'all say it all the time. Y'all be like, just be honest. Just let me know if you just want to be friends with benefits, if you just want this, if you just want that. But it hurts when a guy doesn't tell you that. And you think he cares about you and he think he loves you. But then you find out he got community D. That's when it hurts. I thought you cared about me. I thought you loved me. That's when the shit hit the fan for real, for real. So just to watch even some of their faces, you can see it in their eyes where they like, damn, this is about to be my life. And you look at the statistics. Look at P stars. Look at the 304. Look at people that bottle girls, that dance, that all this. Sometimes you might get a mistake baby by a rich dude. You might be able to lean on some child support and live that life. But now that ain't even enough for these women because they're living out of their means. They got 2-3 dudes by baby daddies that's rich. I got a basketball baby daddy. I got a football baby daddy. I got a singer baby daddy. They running it like that. And then what'll happen is, I know all women aren't like this. I know that. But then what'll happen is I love the new feature on Instagram, how you can see what your friends like and different things they comment on. You'll see that some women will look up to these women. They'll look up to how these women that are living a promiscuous lifestyle. I remember when who joined went viral? the Renner girl, the Brittany Renner. Remember when her joint went so many? She had came out with a book. She was talking about all the athletes and how one athlete made her pay for her own flight. So many women were looking up to that, and that just let me know. Oh, I just love her because she's living her truth. So that let me know that women really wanted to be on that type of shit for the benefits and to be in the limelight and to be the wanted, but they knew that they had the morals were outweighing that type of lifestyle, and they knew how much of a disappointment they would be to their siblings or their family or their parents. You know what I'm saying? But you could see it. Like, oh man, like look at that. Look what all she had. Like it was envious, but I'm not brave enough to live that life because I know what comes with that life. So y'all be knowing. Oh, y'all be knowing. You know what I mean? And even you see them do crazy shit like, oh yeah, she getting that money from you getting a, oh yeah, or a 40-year-old woman dating a 20-year-old guy that's the same age as her son. Y'all be like, you know, some people are cheer, not all, some people cheer that on, but it's all fun and games until that's your son, or until that's your brother, until that's your nephew. It's all fun and games until it hits home. It's all fun and games till it hits home. And you look at this lifestyle, all that, man, that OnlyFans, I've really, like, people, I'll be like, bruh, it's going to be crazy to see this in 5 or 10 years. Even with the gambling shit, people are, oh, you just being hated. No, I'm being honest. 5 or 10 years when when you try to switch over and change your life, but your videos, your nude, sexual acted videos are still out there, and you have a family, you have kids, and other jits is gonna be able to pull up your mama butt naked and be like, look at your mama. Yo, your mama used to be doing this. Your mama used to be dropping it low with the camera on the ground and dropping the cootie cat right on top of the camera. Even, oh, your mama used to be twerking. Your mama be making it clap. Your mama used to be, you know, I do this for my kid. I do this to put him in this private school. But, bro, that's not going to matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to matter. So it's going to be an interesting timeline to things and how it pans out, man. And if you're doing, I just hope you have an escape plan. Something you want to do when you get out other than I'm going to do lashes or I'm going to do this or that. You know what I mean? I hope you have something. You got to have something to get up out of there because you're not going to be able to do that for you. It'll be the saddest thing. You be seeing your friends that you went to school with, bottle girls or was dancing. They ain't got nothing else. They still shaking ass in there. 35, 40, 45, still in there. Just can't stay away from it. All right, I'm going to stop dancing. I'm going to go be a bartender. They just don't know how to. It's a toxic lifestyle and nightlife. Like, all of it. You know what I mean? People hooking up with each other at work. You sleeping with the management. You sleep with people. Because people been hooking up at work since the beginning of time. Since regular jobs. But I really learned that growing up, like, when I got a waiter job. And I'm like, damn, like everybody here, like we all go hang out here after work. Everybody end up drinking, and people just start hooking up. It be like that, like the nightlife jobs, especially if you hooking up with security, hooking up with the management, all of this, hooking up in the car before you go home to your significant other. It's all of that's going down, man. All of that's going down, and it's going to be out there, especially with social media for life. I remember when I first started working for the school board, I was a substitute teacher when I first graduated college. It was cool. Cause I knew some teachers that was doing like they were cam girls. So I knew a teacher that like another school that was a dancer, but they ain't have phones all in the club. You couldn't have phones all in the club. And back when people was doing cam girl stuff back in the day, like not even back in the day, back in like a 2010, 2012, it wasn't no screen recording out yet. It wasn't no screenshots out yet. So you could really you can go double dip and live that double lifestyle. But man, that shit is over. Them girls used to cam girl on cam and everything, man. But this is crazy work out here, man. Let me know what y'all think. It's wild, wild west out here, man. Look at the girls' faces when she explaining and breaking this down.
Fascinated by hoes. I'll say it. I'm absolutely fascinated by the way the mind works, the way the hive works. I'm fascinated.
Next
I
documentary.
cover it on my show. You
And
are correct.
It
It is trending.
And that's why
when
it's such a
Emma
hot
gets
topic
up
to
and does a
speak about.
video and says something like it's chic to be divorced before you're 30, it is absolutely fascinating to see how someone's mind can be so warped. You know, in the same way that I think it's fascinating when anybody does anything crazy or says anything crazy, and I cover it on my.
And then I be watching them podcasts with some of the women that they be just sharing too much about their past. So I could just put some things together. I watch the ones when they are over the top about their past and present. But most of the time the women be single. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, damn, bro, you done wild out. The ninjas know you wild out. And that's why they move from city to city. I'm like, this is what that lifestyle come with. It comes with, you're going to see so much. It's going to be great experiences, fun party nights, movie. It was a movie. Party nights, you're going to be with the celebs, you're going to do. But at what cost? At what cost, though? You know what I'm saying? At what cost? You want to have all the women. You want to have a roster, fellas. You want to be doing this. But at what cost is that going to do to your mental? Mentally, at what cost? What that's going to cost you? It's going to cost you, playboy. You think you want to live that life? It's going to cost you. Can't trust nobody because you seen shit. You witnessed the craziest happen. Can't trust it. And they be bad, man. There was some bad ones. I remember I used to party back in the day. Go South Beach. I used to hit up Dream and Privé. You know what I'm saying? All that. Sliding to all them clubs. Slide Carew and Y, all the popping in Mansion, all the ball players was in there. I'm Vince Young in there. I met Ray Rice in that bit. I'm everybody in there with women, chilling, throwing on them. And some of the baddest ones that was always in there that was getting bagged and tagged. They just chilling now, man. They just chilling. They going around the young ones that got it going on now and going to the WAGs premiere reunion in Miami. Oh, I'm still trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Remember when Wayne talked about, remember Lil Wayne made that song about like, remember when Lil Wayne was in love with Tammy Torres? Remember Tammy? And he was like, and then he got locked up and he found out Tammy slept with one of his friends. I think Dre, allegedly, all this legend. And he said, he said in the song, he said, hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't blame Tammy. You know what I'm saying? Tammy was the baddest. Go look up. Tammy still look good, but still butt naked online. So like, what's the end goal? Ass still out. What's the end goal? It'd be wild. So it's fascinating. It's cool to watch the story. But she said in this thing, she said 90%, 99% of y'all, it ain't gonna end how you want it to end. You know? And even if you used to be able to, I'm going to get in the game and get out. I'm going to go in here and dance a little bit. I'm going to go in here and hold a little bit. I'm going to go in here and sell a little bit of this box and I'm going to get out. Now you can't even do it in silence no more. Everybody see it. Everybody know. It's got to be a way up out of there. And then even if you get up out of there, what you going to do? Because everybody going to be attracted from social media. You go get a regular job. A couple of the kids Google you online as a teacher. Couple of your coworkers Google you online because you work for this job. All they can put your name in. It's gonna come. You got tag images. Put it in Google. It's wild out here, man.
My podcast, I am not knocking it at all. I just tell people what the facts are. You can choose this lifestyle, and here is where you are 99.9% likely to lead in your life. You are probably not destined for marriage. You're probably not destined for a stable relationship. Men are going to not want this long term. You can say it 1,000 times. You can have 1,000 cultural examples, and women's still got to go out there and be hoes, because they're about their money and about a Cardi B song or whatever it is. So yes, I think it is fascinating, and it is why this is why I talk about it on my podcast. And why I'm very interested to talk to you guys. I hope you guys feel that I've been respectful and listening to, your lifestyles, even though.
Look at that look. It's just the reality though. A lot of people don't get reality checks. You know what I'm saying? We all need reality checks, and you need somebody that's going to tell it to you straight. And sometimes when you tell it to people straight, they call you, you're misogynistic, oh, you a hater, oh, you just mad. Why you mad? You jealous. And I ain't jealous. I want y'all to get your money. I love people make fun of OF girls and all this. Guess who? The guys, you're paying for it. You mad at them for making money? You're paying. Somebody in your friend group got the app, and they paying for the for the OF from the people. They got the app downloaded. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is paying. Somebody's shooting out that money. It's happening. It's happening. Start on there with feet. Start on there with shaking booty. Start on there with a little master bastard wash in that action. Then you start on there and you get stroked out. It happened. I done seen male creators not be successful and say, hey, I'm about to just go do these flicks. I'm about to just go sling this meat on them. I'm tired of editing videos. I'm just going to go sling these meats on them. And that's cool too. But, all of it, every cause got an effect. Every it's going to have a reaction. It's going to have this. It's wild, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about these type of videos. I used to do these type more. And shout out to everybody. I don't know if I'm gonna get to them TikTok DMs, bro. I'm DM'd out right now. I got hundreds of TikTok DMs. I'm at like 50 plus unread Instagram DMs, and that's just from the app. I ain't even digging to the request. I'm trying to keep up, y'all. This shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. If I missed you, I'm sorry. All right, signing out. Click on some of the greatness on the screen.